It is a late day, but good to see you, everyone who will eventually come in here or watch this later. Welcome to episode 40-flippity-7 of It's Just a PC, Season 1, NES Edition. So here's the thing. You guys spoke out quite loudly. Now I'm going to have to pull this up. Hold up. And it looks like what we're doing is going ahead with that whole DOS 65 thing, because that's what you said. It was close-ish, sort of, maybe, not really. We're definitely doing DOS 65. For those of you who voted for going back to basics, I'm with you. I feel like DOS was the original spirit. But the community has spoken. 64% say implement DOS 65, and so that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So I have been doing a little bit of skimming on DOS 65, and yeah, here's the thing, is I think I'm probably going to use Vice or something to sysgen the whole thing. Here's the thing. There's a sysgen utility. You set up a couple of assembly files, you run the sysgen, and it spits you out a finished system. So one of the files is the like machine, like basically the BIOS definition, which again largely consists of how do I read a sector, how do I put a character on the screen, how do I read a character from the keyboard, and then everything above that in the OS just works. So basically you have the one for kind of the hardware abstraction. You have another one. So you have this one called boot, which I don't know exactly what it does. Let's see. Actually, yeah, this is actually exactly what I was looking for. It's right here. It's right in front of me. So there's the sysgen.com, and it will build you a new version if you specify the memory size of the machine, the size of the SIM, which is that hardware abstraction code, user created boot, which I haven't really read much about what boot is, and user created SIM, which is the hardware interface code. So, yes, that is the thing. And there are, one moment. Yeah, there are D64 images, which I am going to accidentally download right now, but that's also fine. Yeah, there are C64 images, so I'm thinking use Vice to do sysgen onto a virtual floppy image. And then the part that I'm not quite clear on yet is what your BIOS or monitor code needs to do to start the boot sequence of DOS off the floppy in the first place. So we're gonna have to learn that. But I'm gonna start by doing C64 things on my NES channel, which will be fun. Because believe it or not, I have never owned a C64. I have never used a C64. Even, yeah, I mean, like, I go to VCF, and I've never, like, actually just poked around with the C64. It's, like, one of the most popular retro machines, and I have never poked with one. So, I've never even, like, downloaded Vice and played with it. So, I'm sorry I'm disappointing the whole scene, but yeah, let's start by just, I guess, getting Vice and booting this image, and seeing what sysgen is about, and implementing the minimal things I need to implement. What am I looking for? Vice. I don't know what's the good one to get. I guess SDL2 Vice, 64-bit? Oh, SourceForge. Oh, we hardly knew ye. Trey Dempsey says he hasn't played with the C64 either, which honestly I'm surprised. Like everybody has. But that leads me to reading the chat. Of course, Wereworm was the first one in with the evening, and Trey was the second. Misty Wiz says, "You cannot stop me from your Mo." I don't even know any Mo's, so I think we're all safe there. And Gerald says, "Hello." So, good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me. Are you ready to play with a Commodore 64? It's going to get to NES stuff, I promise. But we might be running a C64 emulator for a bit. I guess I should unzip this. Put it somewhere useful. I guess I'll just put it in my documents. Sure, why not? That's fine. Who cares? Trey says, "We were poor. I'm just happy my parents splurged on a Mac." Dang, that is pretty nice. I'm too old for a C64. We weren't. I mean, we were fine. We were middle classish, but I didn't get my first computer. Well, like the family didn't get our first computer until '95. So there you go. That's my creds. So I am not nearly old enough to have been in the 8-bit era. I am a lame millennial. Okay. Boy, I bet someone who runs Vice all the time would look at this and be like, obviously, you just run that one thing. Oh, there are subdirectories for... VIC-20, Commodore 128. I mean, I suppose it... Oh, C64. I just hadn't scrolled up high enough. Amazing. Okay, now what do I do? Don't tell me that just getting Vice running is going to be much like the GoTech, the hard part. Let's look up how to actually run Vice. Someone help. Wareham says, DOS65, checking requirements first. RAM, can it fit the NES architecture? Who knows? Get out of here. We're just, who even cares? I don't know that there are absolute minimums, because it says that it's got to be less than 64K, but it really doesn't say any mins. Oh, no, wait. Oh, shit! 16K. Okay, can we make that work, though? Because there's 2K on the NES, but what? How much was available on that SRAM that's on the cartridge? Because we could just make that our RAM. Actually, let me look at the NES Memory Map really quick before we do dive in too far, because I have forgotten already. I know we've remapped things and things are funky now, and we can remap them again if we need to. But the SRAM originally started at 6,000 and was... can't remember how big. Some amount big. Nes Dev Wiki. Because we can make this work regardless. I can find a way. I can make it happen. Might require some hardware finagling, but we can get a 16. We can get 16K of RAM on here. The main thing that I'm curious about is obviously I'm gonna have to look at the memory map again, but I obviously there is that 2K of RAM has got to start from address 0 and go up through whatever. If it's 2K, because I'm wondering if it butts up cleanly against the 6,000. Let me just look at the memory map, because of concern is that the PPU addresses are definitely in the 2,000 range. So that's going to be between the start of memory and our SRAM area. So we might have to get a little tricky using the upper memory areas. I think we're hitting one of those spots where, yet again, this cartridge is effing me. Yeah, Wareham says, I think the MMC RAM window size is the restriction. Yeah, for that SRAM. And I'm pretty sure it's not big. Misty was asking me about what operating systems I have liked. For some reason, I really enjoy Mandrake 9.2. Don't ask me why. Gerald says, could we cheat and wire up an SRAM chip board like the floppy interface? Hell yeah, we can. I mean, that's what I'm thinking we will have to do at this point. Excuse me. But yeah, the question is where can we put that? And do we need to cut the MMC3 out of the picture for some things entirely? Do we need to do more hardware fun if we're going to run DOS? Is the question. Which may lead us back to more interesting hardware stuff because we haven't touched hardware in a little bit. Anyway, let's look at the Nes Dev Wiki, and firstly the MMC3. I am fairly certain the SRAM window, which we have already stolen some space from, is not incredibly large. It's 8K. That is somewhat annoyable. Annoying. Half the size we need. That is a pisser. So here's the thing that's annoying, is basically with the MMC3, addresses from 6,000 through the end of memory are spoken for. And of course, as we've already figured out, we can't use ROM space for RAM stuff because the MMC3 just doesn't enable those chips when we are writing, because it writes to the internal registers of the MMC3. So here we are, left with some questions. I'm wondering, what would be fun and very stupid is, can we just bank switch out the entire MMC3? That would be good fun. If we just let the thing boot. Again, the main problem, as Wareham was pointed out before, with all of these shenanigans, is that the MMC3 is really getting in my way more than it's helping. Not that I really expected it to help in the first place, but should we just bite the bullet and access the bus directly? This is the question I have on my mind now. Because then we could do whatever we want with this. I mean, God, how much is that? 6,000 hex through FFF. I mean, if I just read this, that's 8K, 8K, 8K. I mean, already we have 16 free K between 6,000 and 8,000 right there. We could fill this fucker with memory. Should we just do it? Therein lies the question. What do you guys think? What do you feel? Worm says, if only we had some NES cartridge prototyping board. Yeah. Gerald says, yes, you can, but do you really want to? Page swapping. Dave just says, nah. And I'd like you to expand on that nah, Dave. What do you wish us to do? I don't know if you caught where Worm asked the very cogent question of what are the RAM requirements of DOS 65, and they are 16K minimum, which we don't have. We could maybe swing, if we ignored the fact that we're stealing a ton of the SRAM space with the floppy controller window, we have 10K, and that's not contiguous. DOS 65 apparently needs your RAM to be completely contiguous. So, yes. Frick. Dave just says, A begets B begets C, and then eventually you've implemented the universe. Neat. Well, you know what? Just for now, just as a starter, and then maybe tomorrow we will start on, because, you know, I didn't have this on my mind of we're going to have to do the proper thing and just implement our own cart here without the MMC3. So, let's ignore hardware things for now and not really do NES stuff today and just figure out how to use Vice, get DOS65 loaded up on Vice so we can go, hey, it's DOS65, and then run sysgen just to prove that we know how to do it. And Dave says, feature creep is a feature, not a bug, especially on this project. So having a floppy wasn't even on the goals sheet when I started, so whatever. Also, did I say hi to Halion? Hello, Halion. And Halion says, have you seen the NES OS video? Yes, I would prefer not to talk about it. I mean, I'm good for them. Super cool. It's just every time, I try not to be such a gatekeeper. I try and be like a really cool, inclusive person, but there is just this, it's almost a meme, people saying I wrote an OS when it's because they wrote a GUI, which GUIs are totes cool, man. And I'm sure a lot of work was put into that. I don't mean to besmirch that, but an OS. It made me feel better about this project, because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, well, someone beat me to the punch with a much cooler thing, which is a weird thing to think, because it's not like I'm trying to accomplish anything here, or beat anyone else to the punch on something. And then I went, oh, okay, they made a little GUI program. That's cool. Highland said, also, are you making use of the expansion port? No, but it wouldn't really be that useful anyway, as it turns out. So, okay, let's try and get Vice working. That's what we're doing today. Then we will rejigger the whole NES to be a thing. Let me actually look really quick while I'm on here. Let's hop on the old... I'm just going to do Google shopping. NES prototyping cartridge, maybe? Because I just want to see what they run, and if they have real easy ones that I can just, like, that have... If there is anyone out there that just has, like, a Veroboard type area on it, that would be exactly what I want. But I kind of doubt it, because there's this stuff, like make your own Mapper 30 game. But I would want a Veroboard type situation. And this is not really doing it. Okay. To the Bay of Ease, which I didn't want to go to, because then you guys are going to possibly see my username. I don't know why that would matter, but it matters to me. Also, you can see all of my searches, which are very what you would expect. NES prototyping PCB. Okay. No. Pretty much nope. Because the annoying thing is, the fingers are non-standard. Non-standard size. So, yeah, that's annoying. I could get a PCB made, but I don't really feel like it. Redgeck says, he did not say hello back. That face when short think center man didn't notice you. Compact. Portable. Efficient. Gerald says, GUI is not a kernel, but a kernel can have a GUI. Yes, sure. eBay save searches are hell of a truck. I don't have save searches, so that's good. Dave says, I'm going to end up designing a board in KiCad, aren't I? If anybody ends up doing that, it will be me. I'm not going to make you do that. I'm not going to let you do that. But I also don't want to do that. So, Yeah, then I could join the long list of retro YouTubers sponsored by PCBWay. Halion says, also TFW is that feeling when, well, I'm old. Okay, so, right. Back to the grind. Vice. How do I make Vice work? How do I run it? User manual. C64 booty 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 boo boo ba. So how do I do it? How do I do it? I like how this is saying it's a user manual, but it's not really telling me how to start the damn thing. Invoking the emulators. Here we go. X64, the fast C64 emulator. Is there just a... Did I just miss it? Is there just a file in there called X64? Yes, okay. So I am just blind. I assume it's... There are these two. I don't know what the difference is. X64SC, the accurate C64 emulator, and then the C64 DTV emulator. So where the heck is just X64? Is that just not in here? I guess not. I'm fine with running the accurate one. That's totally cool by me. Oh, don't protect me. I want to live dangerously. Yay, it's Vice. Yay, it's Commodore Basic. Here we go. Nope, that's not even right. Huh. Yay, okay. It's a working thing. Let's attach a disk image to drive 8, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know C64 stuff. How do I go up a level? Oh, right there. Okay, where did I even save? Oh, downloads. And where the heck was that image? Wow, I should clean out my download folder. What was it even called, you guys? Oh, DOS65 1c.d64. Are these organized by name? DOS 65 1c d64. There we go. Cool. Okay, I am done now. Do I just escape? All right. And now, let's see. See, I don't even know enough about a C64 to know how to boot off the floppy. Vice boot floppy. Anybody got anything to say about that? Oh, wow, okay. I'm seeing... Oh! Wareworm says, can't post the link for the NES proto board. Where could you put that? Are you in the Discord? Because you could put it on the Discord. Theoretically. If you need me to drop the Discord link, I can do that. Not that I spend time on the Discord, but that would be one way to do it. OSH Park After Dark? I don't know what that is. $7 for the PCB. Probably worth it. Just reading my chat. Halion says, looking at the menu being in the emulated C64. Yeah, I like when they do that. One of the really good GSOS emulators is also does that same thing. Dave says, I'm glad I have a small supply of flash, DPS RAM, CPLDs, and highly integrated PC-compatible floppy controller chips. No NES at present, though. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Red Keck says, is this still yak shaving, or is this just shenanigans? Both. Yak shaving shenanigans. Loadstar81, does that actually boot it? Let's see. Load. I knew if I just yacked long enough. 81. Let's see if they have information on how. Oh, right here. Load $8. And then, oh, load DOS65 8 1. There we go. All right, how do we restart? Oh, well, all right. Is it going? Hey! Okay. Ha! I figured it out, even though I did it the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Crypto CS guy says, who's going to make a 64-bit extension to the 65XX architecture? Redigex says, if you're going to do that, add SIMD to it too. And then Dave says, there is one. Incomplete, though. Load star 81 loads the first program it can find from device, from drive 8. Yeah. I vaguely, I've watched enough YouTube to have some vague inkling, but never actually done it. Dave says, supposed to be a superset of the 65-816 and the other 32-bit extension project. That is interesting. Okay. Let's focus on this. So the thing is, I bet sysgen is not on here. Or is it? We got some assembly files. We got debug, compile. Oh no, sysgen is on here. Interesting. I don't know enough of what I'm doing to know like how much free space I have and how much I don't know room I have to make these required assembly files. But let's read up on sysgen so that we can know what we're doing. Where was this documentation? Sysgen. So yes, this is the fun thing, is we have to choose some setup defaults, but they should already, they have some examples for, let me see, because I'm probably going to have to, there's going to be a sim for C64 if I wanted to just regen a C64 image. But I'm going to have to look that up. Okay. Prior to the execution of sysgen, I must prepare separate boot.asm and sim.asm files using the editor. Then assemble them to prepare the appropriate boot.kim and sim.kim files. They don't need to actually be named that. Okay. They must be of type Kim. While examples of these programs are provided as part of the DOS65 documentation, the key functional requirements of those programs are discussed in the System Interface Guide. That's fine. Let's go to their main website and see. Okay, definitely downloading whatever this is. And there are hopefully, well, these are supposed to be CPM compatible disks. So one second. Is there anybody know of a good CPM image editor? CPM floppy image editor. CPM tools. It's on Classic Comp, so. How I download. CPM tools, native Win32 executables. Okay, another fun thing to learn. But also potentially very useful because if and when I get DOS65 running on the N64, I don't want to have to set up all my files through Vice. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Yeah, cool. I'm going to have to look at how these work, but I guess start a PowerShell here? Oh, this is in a zip file. Wow. Good job, me. Copy. Okay. I don't know how to use computer. How about that? How about users? How about jmarlin? How about just paste it here? Who cares? And also I want to look at this new sources.zip because nope. That's just the basic sources. Does not contain the boot and sim for C64. Let's keep looking for those. Useful info for a port to C64 can be found on the C64 CPM page. Here we go. Now the question is, where are your... Well, I don't care about the Z80 card. Is this literally just about actual CPM? I don't want actual CPM. Useful info for report. Oh, okay. I'll keep that open in the background. What I would really like is, sir, where are the sources for this C64 port? Sorry, I need great focus now. Okay, extra Z80 cartridge. Cool, fine. You said there was more information about the C64 versions. But this appears to just be CPM for the Z80 card in the C64. Come on, man. Oh, man. Oh, Hylion said, please drop a link to the Discord server. I will do that. 1 second. Discord. It also totally says that they include example sim and boot files with the documentation, which is a thing that I don't see. Okay, there's a way to share this. But I am dumb, and I forget how. Invite people. Sure. That's fine. Let's do that. Here you go. Here comes the Discord link. Hopefully that works. Okay, let me just look up DOS 65 C64. Sure. I'm going to open everything I can find. Sure. Okay, that's literally just a download of the same disk image. Oh, there was this page. I have glanced briefly at it. Firstly, that looks like it might be useful at some point. But I need to know where the sources are. Documents, 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 downloads, sources. Okay. Ooh. Oh, C64 S0304. Is that the sim? Oh, let us C64 S304.asm. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, because if there's that and... Oh, there's actually already a Kim file on here. Okay, neat. But do I see a boot assembly file? It might be that C64B211. Yeah, because if that S is for sim, that's probably it. All right, I have no idea how to use edit. So let's just, I know. Oh, great. Oh, great. I have no idea how to use this. I'm going to need to look at the manuals. I'm sure it's a line editor of some sort. But I am of no brains to learn how to use it right now. Let me just go ahead and restart Vice. Get the hell out of there. And yeah, I think I can sysgen with this thing. I feel pretty good about it because for reasons. Oh, because I think that those are the sim and the boot, which is cool because that gives me a reference to work with. Oh, right. Here's what I was going to do. Let us go back to the wherever it was that I had put the CPM tools. Here we go. And start a PowerShell here. Come on, PowerShell. Open PowerShell window here. Yay, thank you. That's all I ever wanted. And I'm guessing CPM copy is probably the one I want. Oh, wait. Well, let's use the recommended one. All right. CPM CP. Sick. All right. So how's about we CPM ls, and the image is going to be, actually I'm sure they probably added these things to the path. So let me go to downloads and dir star dot what are they, D64? Yeah, cool. Okay, so CPM ls, again, theoretically it's actually going to be rather odd because somehow this is loadable on the C64 in a way that it recognizes, but from everything that I understood, these disks are supposed to be CPM compatible disks. So I don't know. Let's find out. DOS 65 1c.d64. Wow, really? What? It didn't put them into the path? Really? Then what is the point of... Is it literally just a link to command.com? Okay. Let's do //cpm tools /cpm-ls DOS 65 1c.d64. Wait. CPM tools. Why? Let's just stay there. CPM tools. And let's try this again. CPM-ls ... downloads / DOS 65 1C D64. Perfect. All right, then I have no idea how this works, and that's going to be annoying. Fascinating. Well, anyway, I was hoping for an easy way to copy and list the source, but maybe I need to use. I wonder if this version is like capable of reading the Commodore format and. Anyway. Dave says, unlimit device 64 speeds. I was wondering if there was a good way to do that. Let us look. Machine settings. Is that not the space? Speed settings. Warp mode? I assume that's gotta be the fastest? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Ooh, that sure is blinking. Is my disc still mounted? Drive. Downloads. DOS 65 1C. Cool. Go for it. Load. Frickin' Petsky keys. Load. Was that star in quotes? Yes. Star. 8. 1. Run. Seems to be a bit more peppy. Anyway, so I'm not going to be easily listing those files, but I trust it. So let me sysgen, but the last couple things I need to know for sysgen are in that document about sysgen. I know it gives recommendations on the 2 settings that you need for like where your memory size. Anyway, it gives a couple examples for like what settings should be for the C64 and some other platforms, but I have to find it again. Or maybe I'm making it up. Because they were saying, like, it must not have been this document. I was reading something about recommended TEA start values for the C64. Let's check another document. DOS 65 system interface guide. DOS 65 bringing the system up. I think it was the system interface guide. Maybe. No, wait. Let's search for TEA. Okay, this was not the file. Let's look for this one. TEA start. Ah, here we go. Okay, so these are the TEA start for these machines. So they say 800, it should be the TEM start on the Commodore. And then Should I maybe just make my memory size 16K? What was the, let's see, what was the minimum? For that TEA, it gives me what the minimum memory size is. 800, 16K is fine. So I'm just going to go with 16K. That might not be ideal, but I'm just going to go with 16K. Just to sysgen something that works. And so that gives me TEA. I don't know if I put in TEA during sysgen, but we'll find out. TEA memory size, and then the other thing is the sim size. And the sim size is calculated sim length. Program will next ask the user to enter the length of the sim in pages. This entry must be a decimal between 1 and 99. It's used in conjunction with the memory size to calculate the load address of these various submodules, as shown here. So, do I literally just tell it how big? I mean, the Kim file isn't really going to tell me how big it is, so this might be a spot where I just kind of have to guess. Maybe. Because these look like the only things that I really need to put in. I don't know. Let's just do it and see if we can make a useful system. Let's just run sysgen. And actually, to make life easier for myself, relatively easy, let us, keyboard. That's how this works. Do I have to enable drive 9? Drive 9 type, 1541. Is that okay? Am I allowed? What was 8 set to? 1541 2. Well, let's just make those match. And then let us attach that blank image here. I'm thinking, because I can use that for the target, right? Sure, maybe. Okay, so 16 for 16K. And for the sim length, I don't know. I'm gonna give it 2. We'll see if that works. If it doesn't, then that's what it is. So this is A, and the boot.kim is, I am thinking, C64 B211.kim. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna need to try that again. Sysgen. Actually, I think I might start with 1 page on the sim and see what that gives me. Because it would be super nice. I mean, I guess it'll fit in what it fits in, right? I'm just learning how to use DOS65 sysgen right now. That's all we're doing. So 16K of RAM. The sim length I'm going to call, let's go with 1 and see what it does. That's probably way too small. And let's try this again. Oh boy, what was that file called? What was it even called? Oh, it's right there. C64 B211.kim. Oh no. Yay. .kim. Hopefully that worked. Now I know there's lowercase stuff in there. what I was reading earlier is that it always converts everything to uppercase before any processing. So, do I not put the .kim? Let's try this again. Sysgen. Oh, hi Santiago. I missed you saying hi. I was yakking too much with chat, so I've taken a bit of a pause. My apologies to you guys if you are looking for that engagement. Okay, let's try this again. 16K. Sim length. I'm gonna go with 1. That's probably not good enough. C64B211. Hey, okay. C64, and now I've forgotten. Oh boy. Oh goodness, what was it? 304? Something weird like that? Frick. Nope. Let's just do this again real quick. Then sysgen. Oh, did I call B304? Damn it, I was so close. Okay, this is it. I can feel it. Except that I'm sure the sim size is going to be all kinds of freaking wrong. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Also, another fun thing is I'm not sure that DOS 65 supports high-density 3.5-inch floppy drives. So that's interesting. We might have to switch to using 5 1/2, 5 1/4. I can never remember which one's a half and which one's a quarter. Anyway, big fat ones, which would be fun. But I don't have any of those drives, which is interesting and would give me a fun reason to buy some. Also, seems like a more appropriate drive for this circumstance, so I'm kind of okay with going that direction. Anyway, 16 decimal pages, 1 for the sim. Okay, the boot.kim is C64 B211. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yes. C64 S304 for the sim. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. What? Why? Okay. Why does it like the boot but not the sim? Could be a legal address and input file in that the page size is way too small. Let's try this again and just keep upping the page size now. Sysgen. I think I need to make the disks faster. How do I make the disks faster? That seems to be my bottleneck. 16K. 2. 512 bytes should be enough for anybody. C64 B211. C64 S304. Nope. Watch it not even be the sim size. Let me just give it a huge sim size and see what it does. Sysgen. Let's give it maybe 99 might be a bit much, but I don't know, like 20? That's a lot of space. System is too long. All right, can't do that. I tried. Halion says probably case sensitive. Also, you didn't name the drive in either case. I don't think you need to if it's the active drive. It's fine with the boot one, and yeah, the caseness should not matter. Dave says should have a DPB you can edit, disk parameter block. Yes, that is described somewhere in the documentation, and I have not read that part of it. Okay. 16K. I don't want to make it too big. I don't know. Let's try 4. Give it a full... What is that? A K? System is too long. Okay, so if 3 doesn't work, then we have trouble on our hands. Sysgen. Emulated disk speed. Yay, yay, yay. We are having fun now with disks. 16. 3. All right. C64 B. Where were we? It was 211. Okay. C64 S 304. It would be funny if for some reason I just have the file name slightly wrong. Come on, you can do it. Nope. Okay. That's fun. Now what? Let's do a dir just to make sure I'm not insane, and then I will try it again. With very specific full case letters. Ooh, I also wonder if maybe I'm running out of space. There's a lot of shit on this disk. I wonder... How do you change directories on this bad boy? Okay. Now, can I do a sysgen? Is this possible? Is this allowed? I mean, it's thinking about it. Okay, cool. Yes. All right. Maybe this was the issue. 3 is as big as I'm allowed to go here, so boop. And we will do A, C64, B211. Cool. A, C64, S304. Right? Yes. C64, S304. Guys, come on. Come on. I mean, it was angry when I used the .kim extension, right? That is true, correct? I don't know. Let's just try this again really quick. Sysgen. And I'm going to add the .kim. Oh, I wonder if you actually need to put in the correct number of spaces. That would be really weird and interesting. 16, 3, and I'm going to do A, C64, B, 211, and it's 8. Is it 8.5? Oh boy. Shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this. No, doesn't like that at all. A. Yeah, that would be it. There's just one space there. If that were the case, that would have been correct. Unless the C64 B211 is not the boot code for some unbelievable reason. Well, no, it likes that one. So unless the... No, the C64 S304 is definitely the sim. I didn't guess on that one. listed somewhere. We saw that together. Yeah, Redgeck says it didn't fail with the boot. And Holion said, maybe the Kim files given don't work for some reason? Rest in pepperoni, says Redgeck. Broden Studios says, are you compiling C64 OS for NES? Kind of. Right now, we can't really do that. We're going to have to do some hardware work because it wants 16K minimum. And this NES sure as shit doesn't have 16K of RAM available to it. But we can make it available, damn it. We can make it available. We just need to do hardware work. So we're definitely going to be picking up on that tomorrow. But I'm trying to learn how to build... This is DOS 65, a CPM-alike for 6502 systems. And I'm trying to learn how to generate a system using it. Which sounds, in the documentation, very straightforward. But it is not. It is not. Let me see if I can find the documentation for this edit program to just, like, start listing things now. So that I can see if things don't make sense. If perhaps one of those two files that I'm using is not correct. Ooh, this is cool though. It does have... I'm just going to download the source for boot and sim because that looks like it will be useful for later. But anyhow... What was I going to look up? Oh, how to use edit. Where would that even be? Basic, C compiler, Fortran, Modula, blah blah blah. This is all a bunch of different stuff. I guess I'm going to open that. Would be nice to have documentation. Let's Control F for edit. And literally just says that it exists. Neat. Neato. Section 2.1, you say? 2. Overview. Yeah, sure. No, I'm trying to learn how to use the editor. Redgeck says you must compile your own boot and sim. Right, but these ones are already compiled for the C64. And I'm just trying to build the ones for the C64. Just to make sure I can do it. Dave says grab sysgen source too. Yeah, it's probably not a horrible idea. It was over here. Sysgen source as well. Why not? That would be cool for referencing. I mean... edit a C64 B2 64 B211.sm. And let's just see if I can suss some things out. Because it's a line editor. It probably works like a line editor. It's just about figuring out the commands, you know? Whoa, there we go. How do I type the lines? I like how there was definitely stuff at the top there that I couldn't read. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Are you going back to DOS? Are you going back to the command line? Do I need to restart the whole thing again? Yay, we're back. Okay, let's try that again. Edit C64 B211.sm. It would be so nice if these existed in a place where I could get at them, not from the disk image. Edit had a manual on the manual section next to all the other PDFs. Did it? That seems right. But I felt like I was blind. There was all... Oh! These are links! Wow. Dave, you surely are a genius. Okay, so, yes. I just want to write out lines. Boop, 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 boop. Command summary. Here we go. T for type. That seems good. Let's try it. 1T. Okay. 2T. Okay. Is there nothing in this file? Did I screw it up by doing this? Because that's totally possible. Let's just E and try editing another file real quick. E was exit with save, Q quits no save. Oh no! So yeah, I probably totally botched up that file. Whoops. Might need to re-download that image. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna try editing the sim assembly and see if I can do it without fucking it up too bad. Edit C64 S01E47. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can totally do it. Here you go. No. Whoops. That's the wrong file name. We're having fun today, boy. Q for don't do shit. Yes. So, I mean, basically Vim. Yeah, basically Vim. Okay, let's try this again. Edit C64 S304.asm. You can do it, you can do it, here we go. You can do it, you can do it, you're the coolest in the whole world. Load that file. Load it up fast. Load that file. We're having a blast. There we go. 1T, type one line. No. Do I need to like rewind the cursor to the top of the file? Move cursor right or left. Move cursor to the beginning. Oh. So I might need the plus. That also might be a thing. Let's actually see really quick. Plus 1T. Okay. Do I need to like enter a mode? That would not make sense to me. Anyway, let's try plus B to move the cursor back to the beginning of the file. I would have thought that that's where it would put it by default, but Okay. That's... Reading. Reading is so fun. I love reading until the reading's done. Unless this is just like fun Commodore shenanigans where that plus is not the plus that I think it is. That would also be fun. T, where were you? NT. I'm not really expecting it to tell me much. The T command does not move the cursor, but it does provide a way to view the buffer. Oh, okay, so that's what I was wondering. If N is positive, so is it just like for the B command, is it just implied? Unless you type negative? Like negative B. Okay. Okay, so it's just, you don't actually type a plus, it's just implied? Okay. I do not understand. Do I need to load it in some strange way? That's not the one. I don't want to load from a lib file. Y'all, I hate this editor. And I don't mind line editors, but what the fudge? Red Gex says, Ed is the standard editor. Oh, S304. Yes, screwed it up. Dave says, worse than Vim. I like Vim. I'm just saying. That's the fun thing about Vim that I didn't realize for a long time, is that it's just a line editor that happens to also display the buffer on screen. Dave says, it's more arcane than using awk. DOS65 edit commands are like arcane incantations. Getting one character wrong insults an old god and destroys everything in the universe. That seems right. Well, fuckity balls. This seems about par for the course with the way things go here, which is shit if I know why edit doesn't, print lines. Excuse me. Oh, wait. Wait. Hold up. What? Hold up. No. Command does work great. Q. How the shit am I supposed to look at these files? I guess one thing I can do is see if this file exists elsewhere. C64 S304.asm. C64 S304.sm. Let's just see if there is any place. Because, yay, yes, this site described this as a D64 that has the sim on it. Great. Cool. I can't really view it, though. Must include C64 S304. I'm pretty much probably just going to turn up these pages. a handful of pages telling me that this file exists. That's cool. Let me just see really quick if by some weird magic this is just a Commodore formatted disk. C64, or no, let's D64 browser. I'm sure that must exist. Sure, let's just go for it and assume that this is not going to kill me. This seems good. A setup program that has never, ever bit anybody in the ass. With an NFO file, which of course NFO files make me feel even extra safe. You're gonna, like, hack me? Yes, yes, hack me, do it. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Break my shit. Yes, launch it. Destroy my machine. Do it. Okay, let's see. Because the fun thing is, I bet this isn't going to be able to open it either. I bet it's just screwy enough that neither of these sets of programs are going to be willing to deal with it. Downloads. Yeah, because, like, that is the only thing on it as far as the Commodore disk format is concerned. And I'm assuming this is the Commodore boot from floppy entry or something. So, okay, cool. Is it like... what the shit is this? Is it like... does it have two partitions on it? Is it just like a Commodore disk image with a CPM disk catted onto the end of it? Oh, you know what? You know what? Why didn't I think about this? This is going to be a relatively smart thing to do. Is copy a command. Because I do wonder... DOS error aborting. Is it aborting the whole of DOS? No. Okay. So does that mean copy is a command? Copy C64 S304.asm to B? Will that work? Will you do it? Because I'm wondering if that second disk might be just like a... Okay, fine. Might just be like a nice... straight up CPM disk, as opposed to whatever weird ass shit this disk is. Let's try again, or maybe we'll just read the documentation. Y'all want to read the documentation? I'm going to go ahead and read the documentation. Oh, where was the main page? Good enough. This ain't it. DOS 65. Here we are. And I want the manual for... Oh, there's not a separate manual for the command processor? I guess it would just be regular CPM commands, right? Red Kick says, it's just a PC, Season 1, Episode 47. pain. Dave says, Commodore assembly in basic hacks, yeah. With a CPM image appended to a one-track C64 disc. I would believe it. I fully feel like that's probably what's up. It would be nice if I knew actually like where the C64 stuff started on the disk, because then I could just, yeah. 1 second. CPM copy command. CPM commands. Because I assume they've got to be exactly the same, right? Oh, okay. So that's apparently not a command. PIP. You think that's a thing over here? PIP. Okay. I bet it doesn't have this, but why not try? Nope. Okay. Let's just try C64S. Oh, probably because that's not a file, too. 304.asm to B C64 S304.asm. Please do it. Please make it happen. Oh, I feel good about this. I feel better about this. Because it's taking a long friggin' time. Redgeck says, if I recall, PIP was a separate executable on CPM. Yeah, that's what it looked like, because it was a COM file. Oh boy. Pain is right. I love also that this is not really going to tell me much about anything. Yeah, because, you know, it's probably just going to tell me, yes, these are the correct files. Yes, it's all good. Looks fine. Yeah, Wereworm. Wereworm has corrected me on the thing that I just corrected myself on. Okay, so about this simulated disk drive, huh? I'm sure it's doing stuff. It would be really nice if Vice had some indication that, like, drive activity was happening. Would be real cool. I'm sure it is. But it is taking its sweet-ass time. Yeah, there we go. Sick. All right. Let's kill this thing then. Just make sure it... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is all of this shit? And did I never list the contents of this disk? Has this stuff been here this whole freaking time? No. Oh, that I bet that was from maybe when I did the sysgen. Possibly. Ooh, does more do what I think it is? I think it does. That would be real cool. Let's do this. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm going to try opening this disk image in those C64 or in those CPM disk image utilities. And if that doesn't work, then I'm going to cry. More C64 B211.asm. Come on. Come on. Be a... Yeah! Yeah! Be exactly what I thought you were going to be. Okay. Wow. Look. It's the C64 boot utility. Amazing. Okay. Now, how do you think I get out of here? Oh. I'm out of here. Okay. That's cool. So, it liked boot. Seemed to be fine with that. Or the file that I was using for it. So... let's see what it thinks about. Let's see what we have in the one with the S. which I'm sure is also probably fine, but more C64 S304.asm. It's the sim. Yeah, man, I don't know. Looks fine. I hear that the Kim files are also supposed to be text files, though, so... okay, how did I get out of the last one? Okay, I'm just going to have to keep listing the file, apparently. Somehow I got out of that last one. Don't know how. Don't know how I pulled that off. Boy, this is a longer file than I would have thought. And it keeps on going, and it keeps on going, and it keeps on going, and it keeps on going. It's so big, I wonder if the 3 pages for it are indeed too small. That would be funny. How much, what is the, like, base memory area on a C64? Let's look at a C64 memory map. Because that could be, like, our entire problem. That might have been what was holding me back this whole stupid time. Is that 16 is the minimum for what the system needs, but you'd have to expand it to make this work. Whole bunch of kernel pointers, cool. Where's just the... Where's good memory start? Where are we clear to start writing stuff? Oh! There was a big jump. Is this basic RAM? I hate this memory map. Let's use this nice graphical memory map. Okay. Yes, so from 1000 up through 7000, which is like a bunch of stuff. Because every 2000 hex is 8K, right? Is that correct? Am I crazy? So anyway, we can, I mean, surely I could go up to like 32 or something, right? What's 7000? What am I looking for? PowerShell, I guess. 0x7000. What is that in human numbers? Okay, so that is 28K. So, I don't know. Let's try giving it 20 and see if I can squeeze out more sim space. Maybe that's what's up. Very opaque system you've got here, guys. And let me just kill this with great prejudice. SDL2 Vice. Here we go. There's the thing. Yay, good job. Thank you. F12. While we're in here, let's see if I can make this disk not slow as hell. Drive 8 virtual device. That sounds like just what I want. Now, these things might also be useful, but hopefully this will help. Okay, let me make sure that disk image is attached. I like how it doesn't really tell me if there's already a disk image attached, but whatever. Downloads. DOS 65 1C. There we go. Load. Every time. Load. Star. 8 1. Okay. Yes. That seemed like a good speed. Yay! Yay! So much faster. Okay, so let us sysgen. Let us tell it 20K, which isn't much bigger, but we'll see if it gives us more room for sims. Yeah, like let's just try 4. Yes. Yes. So there was math in there somewhere that says what your sim size can be, but I bet that was it. So let's give it a bunch of sim room. First, let me see if that works, but that might have been it the whole time. All right, C64, B, 211, yes, and C64, S, 204. That was it. That's all we needed, was one extra frickin' page for the sim. And more memory to make it work. That is a pisser. Okay, since we have to add memory to this anyway, I'm going to give it memory out the ass, is what I'm going to do. Okay, I guess I will put it on B. Sure. Well, I'm glad I figured this out eventually. I wanted to not do more than an hour and a half stream, and we managed to in an hour and a half. Hopefully have figured out how to sysgen a thing. So, yeah. Obviously, we will have to get back to this, because there is a bunch of hardware hacking to do, which is exciting and fun. And we're going to add a shit ton of RAM to this thing. Let me see really quick. Here, we haven't gone to the B cam the whole time, and this is not doing anything interesting right now. So, let me see what I even have memory-wise. I don't have a drawer labeled memory. I have DRAM. We're not going that crazy. Maybe I just have stuff in my random IC bucket. I'm sure I do. Yeah, lots of nice Alliance and Cypress parts. Let's see what a CY7C19935PC is. Because it's tiny and would be very easy to interface to. Let's look it up. Let's just look that on up, huh? But I'm still keeping the damn Mario 3 character ROM. That you can't keep me from doing. Okie dokie. Back to this, I guess. It's still cranking, which is fun. Even though I'm running it at super duper crazy speed. Probably won't... I'll just let you know next time if that worked. In the meantime, let's just look up the datasheet for that really quick because. But yeah. We'll probably, because, I mean, if I looked at the, assembly... Let's look at these assembly files really quick, actually, while we're at it. Because the whole deal is, they're made to work with the assembler that is built into DOS 65. Or not built into, but the one that comes with it. And God knows how compatible that is with... CA65. Probably not. I don't know. It would be really cool if it was. Yeah, like BYT. We would have to, rewrite all of that. I don't really want to rewrite this code. So sysgenning this way might be super duper slow. And maybe, when I get to it, I might just hit go and do it off screen. The other fun thing is, hopefully, we'll have to get back to seeing if I can use those CPM disk pools to access something that isn't the boot floppy. Because, clearly, the boot floppy is my nemesis, and I cannot read anything off because it is insane. But if I can, if all of the other disks are just regular CPM format disks, then I can hopefully easily just write my sim code like over here and my boot code, and then just move it over onto a floppy and run it in Vice. Cause yeah, I think it's gonna be slow, but it's just gonna be the easiest way to do it, because otherwise I have to reverse engineer a whole bunch of stuff, and you can already see I'm not a smart man. It took me this long to figure this out. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, just wanted to scan this one really quick and see how compatible it looked like with CA65, and I don't know. Not very. I can probably find an assembler that will assemble this just fine. Sounds like a pain. Sounds like more of a pain than just letting sysgen do its thing. Okay, so that's that. Let's look up this memory chip for fun, just see how big it is, because I'm sure it's way bigger than we need. And that's something fun to do that is not sysgenning. CY7 C199 35PC datasheet. Yes, Sol datasheet. Tell me about it. Is this it? How I download, please. How I make download. Oh. Is it this thing that says download right there? Well, let's just save that shit. You've made your money off of ads, all datasheet. You've made your money. Okay. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I am not a robot. You have been hacked. And I mean, it said on the front page, but 32K. That's plenty. Yeah, where does the usable space begin? Let's look at the Nes Memory Map really quick, and then I'm going to let you go. And then tomorrow we will attempt to slap this into there, rejigger this whole thing, reroute all of the wires that are coming from the map ROM port just straight to the fingers on the edge of the card edge connector, and update our memory decoding. Because life was meant to be lived. And yeah, here we go. Memory map. Memory map. It's pretty straightforward. CPU memory map. So where begins areas that I can just use? Okay, so cartridge space begins at 4020. And everything after that is stealable by me. So let's just do that. And I guess I'll... because the fun, annoying thing is... we're going to have to do some more looking. Because there's that TEA, or whatever it was called, which I believe is basically the thing that says this is the offset before usable memory starts. And I don't know where you set that, because clearly I have to make it above 4020 because this is annoying, because the internal RAM with all the zero page stuff, which I would imagine that that it's using zero page stuff in that DOS, runs up to 800. And there's 2K of it, and then a whole bunch of stuff in the way. So that's fun and annoying. I don't know. Next time we might have to do a little bit more reading on how exactly the memory map setup works for DOS 65, because this could be a problem. Could be an issue. Might be a problem. Might be, could be a problematic issue. but we'll just have to look up more next time. At least now I know how to run sysgen, and I'll let you know if this finished tomorrow when we get back to this and steal all of cartridge memory space. Until then, after restarting, you never enabled CPU super speed and mounted drive B. I don't think you needed. Well, no, I didn't mount that disk image, but CPU super speed must still be enabled in disk super speed because when it was starting up, it was. Oh, right, CPU super speed. You think that reset? Because the disk stuff was fast, but not the. This part where it's probably sitting here assembling the shit out of things, probably not so fast. Anyway. Worm said, or order the proto PCB in a nice clear cartridge case and save the Super Mario Brothers cartridge. There's no saving the Super Mario Brothers cartridge at this point. Dave says, but hey, almost 48K of usable address space. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we can tell it that it starts at like 4,000, that would be a beautiful thing. If not, we have to throw it all in the fire. Anyway, that's that. I bet this is going to take all night, so I'm just going to let it. Thank you guys for tuning in to these increasingly neurotic, frustrating, and confusing episodes of me trying to do stupid things. I will see you all next time on the Manana. Until then, see ya, love ya, and goodbye.